Another wave of heartbreak has hit Hollywood as André Rieu's son reveals shocking news. For over 50 years, André, beloved as the king of the waltz, has enchanted audiences worldwide. But after a string of canceled concerts, rumors about his health spread, and now his son has confirmed the feared truth. With visible pain, André's son shared the heartbreaking reality. What serious health struggle is André enduring? And could this signal the end of his legendary career? Stay with us as we reveal the emotional story behind André's diagnosis and his son's touching message. For decades, André Rieu has captivated audiences with his passion for music, leading the Johann Strauss Orchestra in breathtaking performances. But behind the applause, the Dutch violinist has battled health issues that almost ended his career. In 2010, he boasted about never missing a sick day and even claimed to be immune to jet lag, until everything changed one night in Belgium. At 3 a.m., André was suddenly awakened by a terrifying sensation of the room spinning around him. Disoriented and exhausted from pushing himself too hard, he soon learned he was suffering from a vestibular nerve infection, which affects balance and can be triggered by even a simple cold. The condition left him dizzy and nauseous, forcing him to cancel tours in Australia and the UK. Though he tried to ignore it, the severity of his condition was undeniable. To ensure it wasn't something worse, André even underwent a brain scan. Thankfully, doctors found no additional issues, but André Rieu was determined to recover and return to the stage. He took every possible step, even listening to fans. One supporter from Australia recommended balance exercises, which André practiced with dedication. These simple exercises, walking in figure eights, coordinated eye movements, and balancing on one leg, became life-changing. Within 3 months, he was feeling stronger and more balanced than ever. But the recovery didn't just heal his body, it changed his life. During his time off, André reevaluated his hectic schedule. He realized that much of his energy was spent on tasks that drained him: business meetings, administrative duties, and lectures, leaving little time for what he truly loved: music. He made a bold decision to cut the stress out of his life, focusing only on the things that brought him joy. That included building a life centered around his passion for music and well-being, knowing that stress could trigger his health issues again. Years later, however, that fragile balance is threatened once more. André is facing another serious health scare, and the question on everyone's mind is, could it be a relapse or something worse? After 6 long years, André and his orchestra were finally back in Mexico, with every ticket sold and excitement in the air. But just after the second concert, everything took a devastating turn. André fell severely ill with a powerful flu strain. Despite the perfect planning, the intense jet lag and high altitude left him no time to recover before the next performance. The tour had to be canceled, and the team rushed to get André back home. Pierre, André's son, shared that the decision to cancel was heartbreaking, especially since many fans had waited years to see him live. Backstage, the mood was heavy with sadness, but health had to come first. André remained severely ill for days, and it wasn't until a week later that he was truly himself again. Pierre shared that if they returned to Mexico, it wouldn't be before 2025. The experience taught them a hard lesson about the need for more rest, smarter planning, and fewer risks, especially considering André's age. At 74, long flights and quick turnarounds were taking a toll on André Rieu. Pierre didn't sugarcoat it. Traveling wasn't what it used to be. While fans often compare André to younger artists, Pierre reminded them, his father isn't 30 anymore. The body has limits, and pushing beyond them comes with consequences. After the second concert in Mexico, André had been smiling backstage, basking in the love of his audience. But he quietly told his wife, "I don't know if I can do this again." His body was sending clear warnings, and this time they couldn't be ignored. To continue performing, André had to listen to his body. Rest was no longer optional. It wasn't just André feeling the strain. The high altitude and intense schedule were taking a toll on the entire team. Performing over 2,000 meters above sea level was no easy feat. Dorona Alberti, one of Rio's lead singers, felt the effects daily. Nosebleeds became common, and even during her performance of I Will Survive, she had to stop for water to push through. Despite the challenges, the team gave their all until the decision to cancel was made. Pierre Rieu praised his father for knowing when to say, enough. Canceling shows is never easy, but collapsing on stage would have been far worse. The impact was felt not only by André and his crew, but by 40,000 fans who were devastated. A 125-person team had to pack up early, causing chaos with ticket refunds, canceled flights, and lost sales. Worse still, there was no insurance for this kind of disruption. Emma Koch, another performer, said it was surreal. One night they performed for 10,000 people, and the next morning, the tour was over. Fans continued to ask for selfies, unaware this might be their last chance to see André live. The energy at those shows had been electric. Outside the venue, makeshift marketplaces sold unofficial André Rieu merchandise. The crowd chanted his name during encores, refusing to leave until he played again. Then, without warning, everything stopped. Back home in Maastricht, André focused on recovery. While there was hope for the Liverpool concert, everyone wondered, had Mexico witnessed the final Rieu performance on its soil? André's words, "I just want to stay healthy so I can keep doing this," once casual, now felt like a quiet premonition. This wasn't the first time stress had shaken the team. André had always known that overwork could harm his health. He had vowed to focus solely on music, but this latest scare had reopened painful memories and fears. In 2016, the world anxiously watched as André Rieu canceled several tour dates. Fans feared the worst, thinking his health had failed again. But the truth was different. One of his beloved orchestra members had passed away, and André needed time to grieve. Almost a decade later, something eerily similar has happened again. Just earlier today, news broke that André's sold-out concert at the Motorpoint Arena in Nottingham was postponed. One of his orchestra members had suffered a heart attack that morning, and André was heartbroken. The musician remains in critical condition, and fans have been asked to be patient while a new date for the show is set. Although André Rieu's recent concert cancellation wasn't due to his own health, it raised concerns. Fans, recalling the 2016 panic, feared another health setback for the maestro. After just 2 performances in Mexico, André canceled the rest of his tour due to illness, realizing it was time to slow down. The high altitude and severe flu had taken a toll, and the fear of collapsing on stage was too real. Now recovered, André is scaling back on his touring schedule. Long flights and drastic time changes are too draining, so his team is being more cautious with upcoming dates. While shows in Chile, Argentina, and Colombia remain, they're taking things year by year. This scare led André to reassess his priorities. Moving forward, he's focusing on music and scaling back non-essential activities. Though he's slowing down, his passion for music is undiminished. At 74, he's still dreaming big and planning for the future. Retirement isn't in his plans. He jokingly says he's only halfway through his life, aiming to live to 140. So, what's next for André Rieu? Will his health issues limit his global tours? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates, and click the next video to stay up to date.